We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Jose Abreu, Avi Garcia, Melky Cabrera and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Andrew McCutchen and Clint Hurdle's red-hot Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the first of this 5-game homestand. 2 with these guys and 3 with Texas. So we're just coming off a 5-day road trip. We had 3 down in St. Pete. We lost all 3 of those. Then we go to Pittsburgh for 2. We lost those 2. So we lost 5 in a row. And we've seen some good pitching this year, but I'll tell you, this Pirates staff is nothing short of awesome.
The staff is very good, and they're very hot. In fact, when you take a look at what they've done, first of all, we saw Liriano. Liriano was absolutely great against us, and he didn't allow anything. Well, then we thought we'd get to Charlie Morton after Liriano. Charlie Morton pitched the next day. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get anything off him either. 5 shutouts in the last 6 games, and this Pirate team has been red hot. They're doing everything right, but that starting rotation has been unhittable.
Well, there are 3 things that I know about baseball that you got to have to win. First is you got to catch the ball. You don't mess with Joe West, and it's hard to win unless you score some runs.
It certainly is that, and unfortunately, it transcends this last road trip. When you look at the season and you look at the offense, in hits, they're last in the major leagues. In runs, second to last. Slugging percentage, second to last. On base percentage, third to last. Walks and home runs, the same thing. So when you score 1 run in 3 games, you're not going to win, and unfortunately, that's what's been happening. That doesn't mean it has to happen from here on out. That means it's happened to this point, and let's hope the offense awakens.
All right. Wednesday Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by DraftKings as Johnny Danks looks to get himself and our Sox back in the win column. So sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Audi, truth in engineering. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to beautiful U.S. Cellular Field. It's a great night for baseball. 69 degrees. The wind, not much of a problem whatsoever. And the Sox looking to start a winning streak here at home. Now let's take a look at what they've done on the road as opposed to at home. And maybe they can start winning tonight. The record at home, 16-12 on the road, a dismal 12-23. Yet the batting average on the road, a little better. Runs per game, even. Home runs, they've hit more here. Not surprising, this is a home run ballpark. But the big difference is the ERA. Abysmal on the road at 4.99, and at U.S. Cellular Field, it's 3.41. So the last time the Sox were home, they swept Houston in a series where they did just about everything right. And Johnny Danks is going to go to the mound. So let's take a look at how Clint Hurdle is going to line up his Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates second behind St. Louis. They've won 6 games in a row. It's going to be Josh Harrison leading it off, and he's been red hot along with Starling Marte in the 2 spot. Andrew McCutchen, the DH today. Jung Ho Gung is at third base, and Francisco Cervelli, who had a very good series against us in Pittsburgh. Then Jordy Mercer, Sean Rodriguez, Corey Hart getting a start, along with Gregory Polanco, their talented right fielder. The defense, and now they'll line up behind Johnny Danks, left to right, Melky Cabrera, Adam Eaton, and Abisayo Garcia. In the infield, Gordon Beckham, Alexi Ramirez, Carlos Sanchez, and Jose Abreu. Giovanni Soto gets a nod behind the plate, and our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Johnny Danks. On for his 13th start. He's looking for his 4th win. His ERA a little above 5.25. He has faced Pittsburgh, and he's beaten them 1 time without ever losing to them, and his lifetime ERA is 2.25. The umpires have followed us from Pittsburgh here, and Alfonso Marquez is behind the plate. Dan Bellino is at first. The crew chief, Tom Hallion, is at second, and Bruce Dreckman is at third. So, Robin, trying to figure out the answer to this prolonged slump, and hopefully he finds it here tonight. Clint Hurdle has got his team playing good, solid baseball. The only unfortunate part of a 6-game winning streak is that St. Louis, who's in first place, has won 5 in a row at the same time. Both teams have won 7 of their last 10, and Clint Hurdle has put their team in the playoffs the last couple of years. So they've thrown the ball around the infield, which means we're ready to start the first of a 5-game homestand, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox Baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the first of this 2-game set. And the first of this 5-game homestand. 2 with these guys, 3 with Texas. So here's Josh Harrison as he takes first pitch strike. Comes in hitting at 281. In those 2 games in Pittsburgh, he was 5 for 7. That's up high. Pirates come in hitting at 257, but they have a 2.75 team ERA. That's fair ball right down the line. So he starts it off with his 10th 2-bagger.
Johnny got that one right down the middle, right around thigh high, and Harrison was a very aggressive hitter, jumps all over it. He wasn't a pull hitter in Pittsburgh. In fact, he went up the middle, he went to right field, and that's why Gordon was well off the line, had no chance at this one. So not a particularly good way to start it.
That's his 16th 2-bagger. So here's Marte. He was 6 for 10 in that 2-game set at PNC. Big hack from a strong right-handed hitter. But he does have the ability to move it to the right side.
7-game hit streak, 5 straight multi-hit games. And he's been probably overall as hot as anybody in this lineup.
Well, that's going to get the job done. So the sacrifice, 1-3. There's a man swinging the bat like that, but he gets the job done with a sacrifice bunt.
There's a man that understands the team concept, and he also understands that if you do put a base runner at third base with only 1 out, you're going to have to bring the infield in at all 4 positions for another one of your hot hitters.
He was 4 for 8 in Pittsburgh with 2 RBIs. Andrew McCutchen takes first pitch strike. I would have to bet he did that on his own.
I don't think Clint Hurdle was going to give him the bunt sign there.
Nope. And very quickly the count 0-2.
Last year Andrew McCutchen had a .410 on base percentage. With runners in scoring position this year he's hitting .413. And over the last month, covering 25 games, his on base percentage is .441. So he got off to a slow start this year, but lately he's been anything but slow. Catching the MVP a couple of years ago. Lost it last year despite having a very good year. He's just a good, solid player, every aspect of the game.
Gap out there in left center. Recognize that pitch immediately, and the count evens at 2. And that's out of play right side. Sox have played Pittsburgh in the all-time series 28 times, and our Sox have won 17 of those. Played 12 here, and we won 9 of the 12. Full count. Well, just the way he's taking those pitches, he is seeing it immediately out of Johnny's hand.
Young in the on-deck circle, and he had a pretty good series against us in Pittsburgh.
And that's foul. And here at the ballpark, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gap, send 400 straight away center.
Outfield is very deep all the way around, and they're playing straight up.
That gap in left center if he can find it. And that's tough foul.
Did a pretty good job of fending that one off, even though it was down and out of the zone. He's going to have at least a 9-pitch at bat as he stays alive by hitting just the top of the baseball. Maybe wondering why he swung at that, or why it nicked his foot.
It's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
A battling
had a
at bat.
feeling he was going to have a solid swing.
Gets a high fastball. It's out of the zone. In fact, the last few pitches were out of the zone, but he was in full protection mode, and he just crushed this ball, driving in his 42nd run of the year.
So the double, the sacrifice bunt, moving him to third, the single, and here is Gum.
And the troubles in the first inning continue, being outscored 54-19 in the first inning.
That ball hit deep to right field.
They get 56 to 19.
And it is out of here for a 2-run homer. Very quickly, it is 3-0. He had 40 of them last year in Korea.
When Johnny gets the ball up, he has some problems. And he got that one up, and Gung took it out. A Ford home run replay. It's high and away. And Gung finds out just how lively this ballpark is with a line drive into the patio area.
So here's Savelli hitting at .324, a couple of homers, 19 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. That is the 11th home run that Danks has thrown. Has a good pitch and he didn't get it.
Savelli came up with the Yankees briefly in 2008. Spent parts of 2009, all of 2010, parts of 2011, 12, all of 13, and parts of 14 with the Yankees.
Two balls, two strikes to the 29-year-old veteran receiver.
What Clint Hurdle's going to have to do is make sure he doesn't use him all that often, because the most at-bats he's ever had is 266. That was in 2010 in 93 games.
2 out.
This is a good straight change, and he keeps it low and away. When he keeps it down there, he doesn't have any problems.
3 quick ones for the Pirates, if you're just tuning in. With 2 out, nobody on, and here is Mercer, the shortstop. Jordy hitting at .222, a couple of homers and 12 RBIs. And that'll do it. But that crooked number goes up on the board. We go to the bottom of the first, trailing 3-0.
City, Iowa. Let's take a look at how Robin's going to line up our Sox for the game tonight. Adam Eaton leading it off with Melky Cabrera in the 2 spot. Then it's Jose Abreu, Abisail Garcia, Adam LaRoche, who's always done well against the Pirates, with Alexei Ramirez, Gordon Beckham, Giovanni Soto, and Carlos Sanchez rounding it out. The defense and how they'll line up behind Jeff Locke. John Rodriguez, their utility player, in left, and it's Starling Marte in center with Gregory Polanco in right. Jung Ho Gung is at third base. Jordy Mercer, Josh Harrison, and Corey Hart. Francisco Cervelli behind the plate. And our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Jeff Locke. He's 3-3 this year, but the ERA is way up there. He likes to throw inside to the right-hander so he can throw his changeup away from them. So all things being equal, you would consider him what they call glove side strong. Glove side is away to the lefties and in to the righties.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. He's hitting at 243, 3 homers. He's driven in 11. Sox come in hitting at 239 as a team. 1 out.
Melky will try to get it done from the right side where he's had all kinds of problems. 6 for 56 as a right-hand hitter. He's been hitting the ball fairly well left-handed, but no luck.
That fastball at 92 for a strike. Chopper, 2 hopper. So with 2 out, let's check out our picks to click tonight. Commands yard direction and crew. Well, they went with Soto. Steve's going with LaRoche and Don Esposito, Mike Spadali, Shel Booker, Matt Nykiel, Tracy Mobley, Jerry Ferris, Leo Brady, and I. We're going to go with Gordon Beckham.
They're giving Jose the entire right side if he wants.
First pitch strike. Abreu at 283, 12 homers and 40 knocked in. Locke, 27 years old. In 2012, he was Pittsburgh's minor league pitcher of the year. And in 2013, he was named to the National League All-Star team.
That was his straight change, and he kept it low and away.
2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Last year spent some time in the minor leagues, as well as 7 and 6 with the Pirates in 21 starts.
Backs up that 83-mile-an-hour changeup with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Now 195.
Locke, a pretty good defender. He's only made 1 error in his career.
All right, pop up right side. Everybody a long way to go, but he gets there. Blanco makes the catch. And after 1, it is 3-0 Pittsburgh. And next Wednesday, the Fire. Well, the Fire look to burn up the field and torch the competition in a big MLS match with DC United. Coverage begins at 7 on CSN+. Rodriguez, Hart, and Polanco. Sean hitting it .262, 3 homers, 5 knocked in. Sean went 2 for 3 last night with a home run in Pittsburgh.
Pretty strong numbers against Johnny Danks.
One out.
Hart getting an opportunity to play against the left-hander. Hasn't had too much of a chance this year. Had a couple of years where he hit 30 or more home runs with Milwaukee.
He's had 2 knee surgeries. As the big man takes first pitch strike. Checking some other scores for you. Cincinnati leading the Tigers 2-0. It's top of the 5th at the Great American Ballpark. Milwaukee 1, Kansas City 0, top of the 2nd in Kansas City. Top of the 2nd, Minnesota, no score as they host the Cardinals. Cubs have jumped all over Cleveland 10-0, top of the 4th at Progressive Field.
That was Sean Markham that started that game and didn't last too long.
Here you go. 2 down.
Good straight change in a perfect spot. You got the big guy pulling off the ball and no chance for coverage outside.
So there's a 23-year-old outfielder, Gregory Polanco, hitting at .249, 3 homers, 15 driven in. They got some do-it-all guys out there in that outfield.
Well, this guy is just a raw bundle of talent.
One pitch.
Polanco normally doesn't start against left-handers. Along with Alvarez, they usually sit in favor of platoon system. But over the last month, he's hitting .375 on the road, so maybe Clint Hurdle wanted to see what he could do against Johnny Danks.
2-2.
That one could have gone the other way, but didn't get the benefit of the call. Good curveball.
High. Back up giving chase. Watch out.
Gordon caught the end of the tarp and flipped over it. Gave it everything he had, and fortunately he comes away without injury because he didn't know how close he was.
Yeah, he had a little velocity going over there. Thank goodness that tarp cover was right there. So 2 out. Count remains 2-2. It's full with Harrison on deck.
tried to throw a fastball by him. Kept it in a good spot. That was out away. Right on the black on the outside corner, but Polanco able to fight it off.
And another foul.
A lot of pitches in the first two. Pitch number 37 forthcoming.
And another one. First of two against these guys tomorrow night. Jeff Samardzija against Garrett Cole. Jeff 4-4. Garrett Cole 10-2 with a 1.71 ERA.
And you can get a ticket for $15 tomorrow night if you wear Blackhawk apparel.
Get over there. And they get him. So he needed that. 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still 3-0 Pirates.
It's a 5 shutouts in the last 6 games by this pitching staff. The only other teams to record 5 shutouts in that same span: 95 Orioles, 86 Astros, 74 Orioles, and in the dead ball era, 1903, the Pirates had 6 shutouts. So the Sox are trying to break that. They'd like to break it sooner rather than later, and Clint Hurdle realizing it's a lot easier when your team gives up 2 runs in 60 innings. You can win without scoring a whole lot.
Javi Garcia, Adam LaRoche, and Alexi Ramirez. Out in front, way out in front.
Locke's breaking ball is really between a curve and a slider. It's that slurve that so many people are calling it these days. He can make it break a little more quickly. He can throw it big and just try to drop it over the plate early in the count.
Well, he just flipped that one up there. He's got a pretty good arm. He's got a bit of a funky motion, which will add to deception. Two and one.
He seems to have cured the one problem he had the year he did make the All-Star team in 2013. He led the league in walks. These days, not all that many, just 26 walks in 68 innings.
Well, pitching on a team that has the pitching that Pittsburgh has and has been getting, pretty good motivation for a youngster in terms of not so much age, but in terms of experience. One out.
One of the things he's watched is Francisco Liriano. When he misses down. And for Locke, throws this ball down and out of the zone and has Avi well out in front of it. Can't catch up to it.
Well, the game that Liriano shut us out in Pittsburgh, unless it was designed, he didn't throw anything above thigh high.
That and the fact that he didn't throw all that many strikes, it's just that they were all around the plate and he stayed there consistently. And no, he kept everything down.
Liriano went 8 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, had 12 strikeouts.
The shift is on with Harrison back on the grass on the right side. We're against the Buccos, and that's 42 games. That's a lot of experience, hitting .341.
It's hit them well. I was talking with some Pittsburgh people prior to the game, and they said, "How's Adam been with the ball? He hurt us." So I said, "Well, he's struggling right now, as everybody on our team is. Everything is contagious." 2 down. So here's Alexei.
This Pirate team is second in the National League in pitching, behind St. Louis. That's the team they're also behind in the Central. But surprisingly, they are way down defensively. They've committed 45 errors this year. Only 3 teams in the National League have committed more.
Change up for a strike. And want to send out a big White Sox hello and hope you're feeling better to our buddy Bob Uecker, who was hit with a foul ball. And knowing Uecker, he said, "Hawk," he said, "I never got that close to a pop-up when I was a player." Hopefully he'll be all right. Had to take him to the hospital. Hall of Famer Bob Uecker. What a man. What a great guy. The 1-2 pitch. Back him on deck. We trail at 3-0. 3 quick runs coming in the first inning. Leadoff double by Harrison. Sacrifice bunt by Marte. Single by McCutchen knocked Harrison in. And then a 2-run opposite field homer by Jung. 3 runs, 4 hitters. He strikes out the side, and he's retired everybody he's seen.
He had called a strike inside. That's Marquez. And this time, this ball actually hit the inside corner. And Alexi, not too sure about it. Alfonso Marquez says it did have the plate. He had called one earlier. He called one again.
So here's Harrison. He ripped a bullet right down just inside the third base line for a double. One and one to count.
That was a very good pitch, and he didn't get it. That time Johnny tried a quick pitch, Harrison, but the key on a quick pitch is throw a strike, because you want to disrupt the hitter's timing. You want to get him a little anxious, but most likely he's going to take it. Got to throw it over.
2-2.
And Harrison wants the appeal to Dan Bellino, thinking that that ball might have hit the dirt.
Well, Bellino said it did. He pointed to the dirt.
You know, Mark Parent wants a check. That didn't hit the dirt.
It did not hit the dirt.
No. His glove hit the dirt, but not the baseball. I think if they want to check that, challenge it, they're going to win.
That is strike three. Full count. And that's popped up, back. Gio's got it.
Good concentration as Gio stayed right with it. Took this one almost right off the screen. He knows he's running out of room. Leans in. And they do get the out, one they had previously.
So here is Marte, Starling, with a sacrifice bunt. After that leadoff double, moving Harrison over to third. Takes first pitch strike. In the mezzanine. Nice souvenir.
Looks like Johnny's starting to settle down. He's retired 6 in a row since a 2-run homer by Gung. You got to look on the Pirate bench at Garrett Cole, their #1 starter. He's 10-2 this year. DRA 171. We're going to see him tomorrow night.
Off the end of the bat.
Join us for Selfie Sunday on June 21st at 10:15 a.m. The first 500 fans to purchase this special ticket offer can join us on the outfield warning track of U.S. Cellular Field. You can take selfies with select players. Visit whitesox.com/Selfie Sunday for tickets and more information.
McCutchen with another base hit. He had that RBI single, a shot into left field his first trip. I think it's some guys who, especially at the top of the order, who are really seeing that ball well.
Dunn tried to sneak ahead with a first ball fastball and nothing doing. Here's our Xfinity high-speed action replay. And we'll take a look at Gung as he gets a high fastball away, and it's a line drive out of the ballpark, and that made it 3-0. Well, you can bet that McCutcheon's not going to take too much of a lead, because since 2008, Johnny Danks is tied for second among all lefty starters with 26 pickoffs.
Three straight changeups. And the count 1-2.
That one just barely missed.
Pretty good lead there. And that ball hit into right center field. And caught by Avi, and that'll retire to the side. He stayed right with it, made a nice catch. So we go to the bottom of the third. It is still 3.
Code Shy Sox.
He takes a base hit, possibly a double, away from Gung. Makes a sliding catch, and out of the inning.
Our half of the third inning. And we trail it, as you see, 3-0. We have yet to get a hit. Jeff Locke has retired everybody he has seen the last 3 via the strikeout route.
And with the first 2 scoreless, the Pirates now have thrown 32 consecutive scoreless innings. That's the longest streak since 1972. Gives you an idea how hot this Pirates staff has been.
Start us off right here.
Gordon's most likely going to see a fastball here.
And Cervelli, Francisco Cervelli, has caught 53 consecutive scoreless innings. There's a high chopper. Slip, but he still gets it. So 1 out.
What we saw in Pittsburgh with Gung at third base is he's got a good, quick first step, and he's very accurate with his throws. He's played some shortstop, some second base, but I talked with Nick Leyva, the longtime coach of these Pirates. He's first base coach these days, and he said that Gung is better suited for third because of that quick first step and his reactions to either side.
Gill fouls it back. He's hitting .218, 3 homers. He's driven in 10.
There's a look at Nick. Nice man. Been around a long, long time.
Great guy. Great guy, great baseball man. As that's right at McCutchen. That's a hang woofum for Soto.
Northwest Indiana Sox fans night is on Friday, June 19th, when the Sox take on the Rangers. The White Sox are offering specially priced tickets to all Indiana residents, their family, and their friends. To purchase tickets, visit whitesox.com/NWI Sox fans.
Check that. That's Marte instead of not McCutchen. McCutchen is the DH tonight. '53 consecutive scoreless innings.
Pretty amazing when you consider it's not just the starters, but it's a succession of relievers that have come in over that time. He wants him to bounce this one.
Carlos just does get a piece of it.
Well, Cervelli told him what he wanted, told him where he wanted it. He got it there, and Carlos was able to stay alive.
Well, this whole, as we said so many times, it's not who you play, but when you play them. We're catching them at the wrong time. They're catching us at the right time. 1-2. Now make it 54 consecutive scoreless innings that Cervelli has caught. And the Texas Rangers. So join us for the first pitch at 7 on CSN Chicago. Cervelli, Mercer, Rodriguez here in their half of the 4th inning. And their half leads us 3-0. 3 runs in the first if you're just joining us.
Had Cervelli looking first ball fastball all the way. Threw him a changeup. Johnny threw it in a perfect spot. And he had him way out in front.
Struck him out on a changeup back in the first inning. That's into left center field. Melky's got him for out number 1, and that'll bring up Mercer, who hit a rocket to right 2. Gordon Beckham at third. Outfield straight up bunch just a bit. He's short out there in right field. That ball hit hard. We got a man there. So Hang Wolfham for Mercer.
Mercer's pretty strong, and he hits the daylights out of this one, but just enough room. And there would have been just enough in Pittsburgh. It's 399 in Pittsburgh in the same spot.
Sean Rodriguez playing left field tonight. Rodriguez in left. Marte in center, and Polanco in right for the Buccos. Glenn Hurl will put you in that lineup in a lot of different spots. Josh Harrison started off in that series against us, second base. Next thing you know, he's playing right field. Meanwhile, a quick 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. We live the aftermath of Game 6 with Blackhawks Postgame Live. Then at 9, join our team for special live coverage of the 2015 Chicago Blackhawks Stanley Cup Parade and Rally, presented by your Chevy dealers. And you can stream the parade and rally online. Then stick around for an encore presentation of Monday night's historic Game 6 championship clincher. And it all begins tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, I have to admit that I did watch Game 6 over again. They had a replay when we were in Pittsburgh. It was equally as thrilling. It was nice to know when the goals were coming, and the fact that at the end it was going to be 2-0 Hawks. A lot of Hawk fans in attendance here tonight. As you would expect, it's going to be mobbed at the rally tomorrow.
Adam Eaton will lead us off here as breaking ball strike from Jeff Locke. Jeff leads at 3-0 and has retired all 9 hitters he's seen, 4 via the strikeout. Yeah, well, our producer, superstar, Mike Leary, I know is going to get me a nice video, so I'll have that for the rest of my grandchildren to see forever.
Just a
right, Mike?
A wonderful playoff.
Okay. All right, you got it. I got it videoed, DVD, recorded as he hits him, and that's our first base runner. But with my grandsons, Nico and Alexander, they were able to erase that just to get some cartoons on. So our first base runner, and that'll bring up Cabrera.
Just as a reminder, come to the game tomorrow night, wear a Blackhawks jersey or paraphernalia, and get a $15 ticket to watch these same Buccos.
Melky grounded out to short. Takes it on the inside corner for a strike. Detroit has come back to take a 3-2 lead over Cincinnati. That game delayed in the top of the 6th inning in Cincinnati. One and one to count. St. Louis still leading Minnesota 1-0, top of the 4th at Target Field. Kansas City 3, Milwaukee 1. Bottom of the 3rd at Kauffman Stadium. Cubs still shutting out Cleveland 10-0, top of the 6th at Progressive Field. Just a short lead by Adam. Good eye. 2-1. Other scores: Boston leading Atlanta 2-1. Bottom of the 6th down in Georgia. And it counts 3-1. Those 3 Detroit runs, 3-run homer by who else? Miguel Cabrera, his 15th, coming off Johnny Cueto. Checks it up and a full count.
Interesting thing about this time of year, a lot of people are starting to talk about trades, and every time you hear people talk about trades, they talk about Johnny Cueto. But they're starting to talk about Aroldis Chapman. He's the closer of the Cincinnati Ball Club, and he would bring a bundle back to them. Along with Cole Hamels, there are 3 real interesting names that could help anybody. Of course, Hamels with Philadelphia. Philadelphia really struggling. They're 22-44, 14 games in back of New York in the NL East, and Cincinnati likewise 14 games in back of St. Louis in the NL Central.
Elke chops that one foul. After 7 in D.C., Tampa Bay leading Washington 3-0. Toronto at home against the Mets. It's 3-0 Blue Jays. And once again, the payoff pitch. There you go. Strike him out. And he's safe. So he picks up his 5th stolen base.
Now they're going to call him out because of interference at the plate, I believe. Watch it again. Yeah, Melky stepped across the plate. That's interference. So it's a strike him out and interference, and Adam Eaton's going to be taken down. You can't step across the plate and interfere at all with the catcher throwing the baseball, and that's exactly what Alfonso Marquez said. Robin is arguing the play. We'll watch it again and watch
The catcher's
Melky.
sitting. The ball is low and away. He's got to go that way when he swings. That, my friends, is very, very questionable call. Very questionable. You got to step that way, Alfonso, if you're going to hit. Come on. Have an idea back there.
Robin just got
Once.
the heave-ho. Now the crew chief, Tom Hallion, is coming in.
I guess Alfonso expects him on a low and away pitch that he swings at to step towards third. That's ridiculous. That's the judgment called by the umpire, and it's just a horse bleep judgment. Meanwhile, 2 out. Well, that's where the pitch is right here. We'll take another look at it. If he'd have stayed up, yes. But he went down trying to get out of the way. And here's Abreu. Alfonso can get all over the place, I'll tell you. One and one. And there's a base hit. You can cancel a post-game show. Our first hit.
They gave Jose the entire right side to hit it through, and that's where the pitch was. He just went out and got it. Jose's a very smart hitter. He realized if they're not going to give him anything to pull, no reason to try to pull it.
Yeah, instead of having a man on first and third, because I don't think he could have scored on that play with Polanco and his gun. But now we got 2 out and man on first. Here's Avi. Takes first pitch strike. He struck out his first trip. Avi pulling off the pitch. And the count 1-2.
Another good straight change that he kept down and out of the zone. Wants another changeup. Good stop by Cervelli. Kept Jose at first base. Shifts over to his left, able to take that ball one hop off the chest protector and keep it in front of it.
Full count.
He's used a steady diet of off-speed pitches.
And they're holding on. Abreu.
Going to be another straight change.
There he goes. And that'll retire the side. 55 straight scoreless innings. Francisco Cervelli has gone to be trailing.
Enjoying the game from the Xfinity couch right behind home plate. Xfinity gives you the best seat in the house. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Top of the fifth inning in a 3-0 Pittsburgh lead. All 3 runs coming in the first 4 hitters. First inning. It'll be Hart, Polanco, then back to the top of the order with Josh Harrison. Corey struck out back in the second. One out.
Since the first 4 hitters, John's been throwing the ball awfully well. Up to the offense now to try to get at Jeff Locke.
Polanco saw a lot of pitches in his at bat before grounding out.
That was a good curveball. Set it up with a fastball and then drop the hook over. It's probably the best Johnny's thrown tonight.
1-2 the count.
Eventually this young man is going to play every day, but these days he's been spotted against the right-handers. Back before he came up, he was rated anywhere from 1 through 3 in the top prospects in baseball.
He gone.
good straight change, keeping that one at the bottom of the zone.
Two out, and here is Harrison. That leadoff double and scored in the first inning, and then he fouled out Soto in the third. Takes first pitch, and the count 0-1. All-Star team last year, finished ninth in the MVP voting, and there's a little soft comebacker. And a very quick 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 7 in a row. We're halfway home. We need 3 to tie. Tail of the tape, 3-4-0 for them, 0-1 and 0 for us. We are having trouble putting any hits up on the board and certainly scoring any runs. Adam takes first pitch strike. Adam struck out his first at bat. That was in the second inning.
He's looking for that one fastball in the zone that he can put a charge into. But so far he hasn't seen any real hittable fastballs from Locke. NIU night. The Huskies. Handsome Hound.
The 0-2 pitch. Pretty good pitch. Didn't get it.
See Cervelli looking up at LaRoche to see if he's making any adjustments. If pitchers don't notice it, a good catcher will. See him looking up at his hands, looking up at his eyes, see if he might be peeking back. Now he's looking at his feet to see if he's crept closer to the plate. One out. White Sox fans, come watch your White Sox take on the Baltimore Orioles on Friday, July 3rd at 7:10. Be sure to stay for the post-game fireworks show presented by Shark Week, which starts Sunday, July 5th on Discovery. To purchase tickets, visit WhiteSox.com. Promos.
Here's Alexei. He struck out his first trip. That's 6 strikeouts now for Jeff Locke.
And you had to look at the Shark, who will be up tomorrow night against their best.
One and two the count with one down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Locke has used that inside fastball very well. Anywhere from 92 to 94. He's used it to set up that changeup away, which is a good one. Wants a high fastball here up and out of the zone.
Count hangs at 1 and 2. Let's get something started. Blanco short out there in right field. Well over towards the line. Nice gap in left center if he can find it.
What's been good about Locke tonight, among other things, the fact that he's changing eye levels. He's kept it down, then he throws that face-high fastball. There you look at some very impressive numbers with 6 strikeouts and no walks. Two-seam fastball, anywhere from 83 to 94. Change up, 80 to 83. The curveball, 78 to 83.
That's low. So the 8th pitch of the sequence coming up. He has walked 1. Two now.
He had 2 called strikes on the inside part of the plate last time, and Marquez gets him again. It's very close. Could have gone either way. It went Locke's way.
That's way low. Beckham, who grounded out to his counterpart, Jung Ho Gong.
Mark Parent, who is now managing because Robin was given the boot in this one.
High into left field. 1-2-3 inning. That's 56 consecutive scoreless innings that Cervelli has caught. We still trail it 3-0.
Mullet Night, presented by Great Clips. Mullet Night features haircuts and mullet wigs for purchase to support Ronald McDonald House charities. Also, a post-game fireworks show. So Great Clips, it's going to be great. To purchase tickets, visit whitesox.com/group.
3-0 Pirates. Starling Marte to lead it off here in top of the 6th inning. Hits that ball deep into right center field. Right up against the fence. So 1 out. Nice play right there by Adam.
Pirates have thrown 35 straight scoreless innings. I told you about the longest streak since 1972. The Pirates have the Major League record at 56 straight scoreless innings in 1903. The American League record is 54. Got a long way to go there. But the Sox working on 30 straight scoreless innings.
McCutchen. 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored.
Andrew almost jumped at this one and then at the last moment hesitated.
High pop up. Carlos. 2 down.
Johnny's been terrific after the first 4 hitters. Retiring, as you can see, 16 of the last 17. Only one he didn't retire was the base hit by McCutchen in the 3rd.
So here's Gum. A 2-run homer right over the right field fence. And then Avi made a nice catch on it. There's a strike. And the count 0-2.
Good quick pitch by Johnny, and that time he threw it over the plate.
He gone. That is 10 in a row retired by Johnny Dice. But we still trail at 3-0.
Fantasy baseball on DraftKings for free using promo code ShySox.
First 25,000 people who attend a Chicago White Sox game receive a game card courtesy of Jewel Osco with a coupon for $10 off a purchase of $100 or more. Jewel Osco, keeping it fresh, keeping it local. Purchase tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME.
We trail at 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Soto, Sanchez, and back to the top of the order with Adam Eaton.
Ivani hit the ball very well last time. He had one of the better swings at lock tonight.
We only have one hit. It was a base hit between first and second by Abreu.
Locke has only averaged 5 2/3 innings per start, which in this day and age isn't all that bad. But as he moves along through the order, they start to hit the ball considerably better.
Breaking ball, no. 2-1. He got a cookie right there and couldn't do anything with it.
Join White Sox Charities at a season to remember, a night with the 2005 World Series champions on Sunday, July 19th, at the Chicago Theater. Hear directly from the members of that 2005 team as they take a look back at their historic World Series run. To purchase tickets, visit whitesoxcharities.org.
Here's Carlos. He struck out his first trip. Seven strikeouts for Locke. And a count 0-2. It up. And they want it in. And they got it there. 2 down.
Locke really isn't known as a strikeout pitcher, and yet tonight he's got a whole lot of them.
Well, there have been a lot of pitchers get a whole lot of strikeouts against us lately. Here's Adam. He had a comebacker to Locke. He also walked as he takes strike one. First came against Pittsburgh at their place. 13 strikeouts. Charlie Morton's not a strikeout pitcher. He only had 3. Nate Carnes, also really not a strikeout pitcher. He had 8 in 6 innings against us down at St. Pete.
Locke had 51 strikeouts in 12 starts. His 13th start, he's got 8 of them.
Two-out walk. So that's the first walk. Back in the 4th Adam was hit by a pitch. And here's Cabrera. Grounder to short and a strikeout. Breaking ball? No.
Time now for the AT&T Uverse Multiview. You get a look at the lead of Adam Eaton, and then a center field shot of Locke against Cabrera.
There he goes. That's a fair ball. So he's being waved around. He's going to score on the double by Cabrera. It's a 3-1 ball game.
RBI number 22 for Melky. And Adam picked a good pitch to run. That ends everybody's scoreless streak. The Sox, the Pirates, and Francisco Cervelli. Adam off to the races. He's able to locate the baseball. After that, he scores easily. And he cuts the lead.
Now maybe we get that monkey off our back. And here's Abreu. He's 1 for 2. Had our other hit. That single back in the 4th inning. Come on, Hose. We need you, buddy. Oh. 2-0.
With runners in scoring position, Jose has been one of the best in baseball. 354.
And the count 3-0. Avi on deck.
Well, you can bet if he gets careless, Jose's got the green light. And a huge gap in right center. Bullpen up and going for Pittsburgh for the first time.
And that is ball 4.
I would think that would send Ray Searage out to the mound because they want to kill little time, certainly. And it's the first 2 walks of the ball game here in the 6th. So Cervelli goes out there, and here comes Ray Searage, the pitching coach. And the pen up and going. Archimedes, Caminero. And he can rush it up there. That man has a very big fastball.
So now the tying runs aboard.
Alfonso Marquez is going to go out to break it up. Cervelli's been out there for some time, and Searage wants to give Caminero a chance to get loose. .95 pitch mark. It could very well be that the left-hander is tiring. That has been his history.
Avi struck out in the 2nd, grounded to 3rd in the 4th.
Only 3 times this year has he been over 100 pitches. His high water mark is 104 pitches.
And there's a base hit. Got a hanging breaking ball, and they're going to wave him around, and he's going to score. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Avi drives in number 26, and he gets a roller. And just like that, Locke is starting to lose it. So Rodriguez with a throw off the mark. Had it been there, it might have been close. It wasn't. And it's only a 1-run lead.
And Joe McEwing playing the percentages. Rodriguez played first base the last couple of days. So here is Adam. Takes that inside, 1-0. Harrison way back on the outfield grass. And that pitch is inside. Could not get it to count. 1-1.
What's somewhat surprising is that they are playing him as a dead pull hitter in the infield. But in the outfield, they're playing him as an off-field hitter. There's a huge gap in right center, as you can see by that shot.
Play a lot of hitters like that. Especially guys who are home run hitters, as there's a ground ball. Corey Hart's got it. But we do some damage. We get on the board. We score a pair. We're in the 7th, trailing 3-2.
Straight defeating the Braves. 4 for 5. 2 driven in, 2 scored. The first cycle in major leagues this year. First by a Red Sox player since 1996. John Valentin versus our Sox. Congratulations to Brock Holt.
Top of the 7th inning, it'll be Cervelli, Mercer, and Rodriguez to face Johnny Danks, who has retired the last 10 he has seen. First pitch strike.
Cervelli once again looking first ball fastball. He didn't get it, and he took it.
Now Cervelli playing a little gamesmanship. He knows that Johnny's in a good rhythm, been getting it and throwing it. Twice he's backing out. In days past, he probably would be sitting on his behind with this pitch.
That one a changeup away. So Cervelli, been around a while. A smart catcher knowing that a pitcher in his rhythm has got to be disrupted.
That ball hit hard. Yes! Yes! Beautiful catch by Adam Eaton. He got a tremendous jump, stayed with it, and made the play.
Cervelli gets one up and out over the plate. It's a changeup. Adam goes back and makes the play. Johnny very happy, as you would expect.
So here's Jordy Mercer. 0 for 2, and he's hit 2 line shots. One right at Beckham, one deep into center. There's a strike and the count 0-2. On that last play by Cervelli, I don't blame Cervelli at all. That's what you're supposed to do from a hitter's standpoint. But from a pitcher's standpoint, some of them just don't like that. That's off the end of the bat. 2 down.
John keeps rolling right along. And you look at the line, those 3 runs. The first 4 hitters. After that, he's been pretty close to untouchable. There's been a few hard hit balls, but not many. And just that one hit by McCutchen in the 3rd. So Jake Petrichka starts throwing in the pen.
Sean Rodriguez has popped to first and grounded to first. Good rip underneath it. Change up, way outside. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Corey Hart in the on-deck circle, and he's been mystified by some changeups.
And there was one bounce foul.
He was hoping that one would pick up some spin and bound into fair territory. It didn't.
There's a line shot. Another changeup. One too many. That makes a streak of 12 in a row retired by Johnny, and that'll bring up Corey Hart.
This isn't a bad pitch. It's down. Rodriguez just goes down and gets it.
Hart has struck out and grounded to short. That's high into left center field. That's a can of corn. And that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch. They scored 3 in the first. They lead at 3-2.
into left field, which shifts Sean Rodriguez to first base, where we saw him play in Pittsburgh. And Archimedes Caminero comes into ball game for the 29th time. He's 0-1. His ERA .318, 33 strikeouts and 28 in the third. He's allowed just one home run, and you can see nobody hits him very well. That's the question, can he get the ball over the plate? He's got a big fastball.
And first pitch in the hole. Can he get in? Yes. What a nice play by
Mercer rounded off the charge so he could get rid of it very quickly. Doesn't have the strongest arm around, but he's very accurate. He makes all the routine plays, and that was anything but routine. This ball getting by Gung. Mercer gets rid of it as quickly as he can. And looked like he just got him at first. I mean, by an eyelash.
So Alexei is retired, and that'll bring up Gillespie to hit for Beckham. Gordon was 0 for 2. They got a shift on. Connor, the best fastball hitter on the team. Sees one at 98. Of course, if you're going to be a good fastball hitter, you got to be short and quick, and that's what he is. Guys to bunt it over there. Cervelli now. They get him.
Well, what a play by Francisco Cervelli. A good attempt by Connor Gillespie. And Cervelli got to the ball, throwing it in the same motion, and gunned it across and just barely got him. Oh, this is a dandy of a play. That ball backed up, and he got it there just like the Ramirez play, an eyelash ahead of Connor. Two excellent defensive plays for a team not noted for its defense.
Gio, 0 for 2, is lined hard to center and fly to center. A strike. That one at 99.
Originally signed by the Florida Marlins, is a 17-year-old back in 2005.
Takes another one.
99-mile-an-hour fastball, 91-mile-an-hour slider as Zach Duke throws into pen. Former #1 starter when he came up with these same Pirates.
Good pitch. Didn't get it.
Well, I think Cervelli is going to mention to Alfonso Marquez that I want to take another look. That was 100.
Nice approach to that 100-mile-an-hour fastball by Gio. Turn him away. High pop-up. Watch out.
Cervelli took it away.
To her. Cervelli made the play.
Cervelli made the play.
So a nice play. Meanwhile, a 1-2 free inning, and we're into the 8th, still trailing by 1. CSN's own David Kaplan, Chicago Tribune writer David Hall, bringing you the best Chicago sports talk in town. Kaplan Hall Show every morning at 9 on CSN Chicago.
Got a couple of changes as Connor Gillespie tried to butt his way on and just barely got nipped at first base. Takes over defensively at third. And Zach Duke comes into the ball game. On for the 28th time, he's 2-2. His ERA a tick under 4. Lately been throwing the ball pretty well. And Johnny Danks was excellent tonight. It was one of his best outings. 7 innings, the 3 runs, the first 4 hitters of the game, and then he shut the door. Gave up just 5 hits, didn't walk anybody, and he fanned 4. Great outing, and unfortunately he leaves on the short side of a 3-2 score.
Well, he gave up 2 singles after those first 3 runs and 4 hitters across the plate. So here's Polanco. Takes first pitch strike. He's 0 for 2. A grounder to second and a strikeout. Oh, 1-2 the count.
Could very well be that Duke is in for just 1 hitter as Watson starting to loosen up for the Pirates.
Johnny retired 20 of the last 22 he faced.
After Polanco comes the right-handed Harrison, Marte, McCutchen, Gung, Cervelli, and Mercer. Tardy on that swing as Zach drops down.
Here you go.
Threw that one on the inside corner, threw it right by him. It's a fastball.
Harrison started off that 3-run first with a bullet double right just inside the line down to third base. Count evens at 1. That's right at him. 2 down.
Ever dreamed of being a major league player? This is your chance. The Los Angeles Dodgers and Chicago White Sox Fantasy Baseball Camp takes place January 18th through the 24th, 2016 at Camelback Ranch, Glendale, Arizona. To reserve your spot, email fantasycamp@camelbackranchbaseball.com or call 623-302-5078.
Starling Marte fouls that one back. He had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, grounded to short, and then Adam Eaton made a good catch on him in the 6th. Gotta hurry.
Waited back a little too long.
Yep.
Marte can fly. And it would help if you knew that, but looked like he might have hurt himself. And this could be a costly base hit if he did. That angle looked like they might have gotten him, and that angle it looks like they did get him. And again, he might have hurt himself on the front part of the bag. They're still out there talking with him, and again, they lose him for any length of time. This is really going to hurt.
Well, if they do, that's going to disrupt the rhythm of the outfield and the way that Clint Hurdle likes to play them. Right now, he has so much flexibility out there, but if you take Marte out of the equation, it changes the whole scenario.
And if Marte can play all three outfield spots, walking gingerly on that angle. See him hobbling a touch, and could very well be that he hit the front of the bag hard enough where he just jarred it. Sometimes you can get a bone bruise by doing that, and that will stay with you for a while.
If you hit the corner of that bag, the home plate corner of that bag with your heel, you've got a very good chance of getting a bone bruise.
And they got him.
And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the eighth. We need one to tie.
Tonight it's Tony Watson, who came out for one inning. He walked one, but got out of it. ERA 183, 1-1 record. Only the 8 walks, 29 strikeouts, and 34 1/3. So credited with 16 holds as Marte stays in the game.
Watson last year a member of the National League All-Star team. So here is Carlos. Carlos 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Lines that one hard, but foul.
Between the inning, they put some tape on the ankle of Marte, and he's able to stay in the game. I'm sure they're breathing a collective sigh of relief.
Watson was not a spectator, right where he should be. So out number 1, and we go back to the top of the order with Adam Eaton.
You can fill out your 2015 Assurance MLB All-Star Game ballot now at WhiteSox.com. Voting is exclusively online and available on your computer, tablet, and smartphone. You can vote up to 35 times at WhiteSox.com.
Those Kansas City fans have been voting 35 times.
And 3,500 times.
I'll tell you, that doesn't bother me one bit. It's a fans' game, and if they want to outdo everybody else's fans, more power to them.
Right now, I think if they played the game today, there would be 9 Royals on the All-Star team. That's a bundle of Royals. They're a good team, but that's a big total.
1-0 pitch. 2-0. That one at 96. That's an easy 96 from Tony Watson. Not a whole bunch of effort exerted. And poof. As this goes in, get up there, finish it off. And he does. So 2 down.
Watson is a manager's dream in that you can use him and use him and use him. 10-2 last year, ERA 1.63, and he appeared in 78 games.
Well, he should have been on the All-Star team.
2 of them with that kind of performance.
Here's Melky. Melky, 1 for 3, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Takes that pitch down low. Melky didn't like the call. Meanwhile, it count 1-1.
Looked like Watson might have gotten a break with that one. And
Cervelli didn't think it was a strike.
That one just missed Melky.
Souvenir right side. 19,194. They scored 3 in the first, if you're just tuning in a hurry. Leadoff double by Harrison, sacrifice bunt by Marte, RBI single by McCutchen, and a 2-run opposite field homer by Gong. We caught the break right there.
There's no doubt that ball had most of the plate.
So a full count. Brayo on deck. That's into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit.
I think that ankle is still bothering Marte, or he probably catches that ball. But he didn't get much of a jump. Melky's got 2 hits from the right side, and Marte is hobbling in center field. Catches it off the end of the bat. Marte can't get to it, but he does a good job of blocking it and making sure it doesn't get by. This could have been 3 bases.
Well, that was a pitch away, too, and you saw where his momentum took him on that swing, the same one they called interference on earlier. So here's Abreu, 1 for 2. And he takes strike 1.
So Cervelli going out to have a word with his talented left-hander. Watson has given up 2 home runs this year.
Fine. And let's take another look at the location of the pitch and watch the swing by Cabrera. Takes his momentum, takes him right across. Meanwhile, when Adams stole second, they called him out on interference. That could have turned out to be a huge call in this ball game because Cabrera got a base hit. The next hitter. And Robin Ventura was ejected, and justifiably so. Foul tip, hung on to, and that'll retire the side. We're into the ninth. 3-2 Pirates.
DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball on DraftKings for free using promo code ShySox.
In a one-run game, David Robertson comes into this to hold them right there and give the offense a chance in the bottom of the ninth inning. Robertson out for the 26th time. He's 4-1. His ERA just a touch over 2. 38 strikeouts and 26 2/3 innings. And he's going to have to go right through the middle of the order for the Pirates.
McCutchen, Gung, and Cervelli. Andrew is 2 for 3. An RBI and a run scored. First pitch strike. Second pitch strike. Catching out of Lakeland, Florida. Chris Sale out of Lakeland. And Lakeland, home of the Detroit Tiger Spring Training Complex for years. The 0-2. Outfield bunched in there straight up. And a reminder, make your plans to be with us tomorrow night. Finale of this brief 2-game set. Jeff Samardzija against Garrett Cole. And if you can't make it to the ballpark, that game will be over WGN. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it'll be the slugging Texas Rangers coming to town. That's low. Fence fielder. Joey Gallo. The 2-2 pitch. Connor's got him. 1 out.
Here's what it'll look like tomorrow night. Garrett Cole at 10-2, his ERA 171. 93-19 on the strikeouts and walks. Jeff Samardzija trying to ease his record over 500. ERA 4.84. 70 strikeouts, 16 walks. Very impressive on his part.
Samardzija was pitching well last time out. It was last Saturday down in St. Pete. 7 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits. That's 7 strikeouts. Has gone a 2-run homer, also a line drive into right center field that Avi made a nice catch, and a strikeout.
Looking ahead to the 9th, it'll be Garcia, LaRoche, and Ramirez, probably against Mark Melancon, who's their closer.
That pitch is low. 1-1 the count. At the bottom of the zone, had a piece of it. And that's a top foul. The final from Cleveland, 17-0. Cubs beat them. Schwarber, first major league start, went 4 for 5. And that's out of play right side. Indians used 9 pitchers in that game, because that's low, with David Murphy being the last one, the outfielder.
Doesn't have to be 17-0 for Terry to go through that kind of pitching. And there is a look at Mark Melancon. We saw him last night. He picked up the save.
Payoff pitch. Low throw. Nice pick again by Abreu. So here's Savelli. A strikeout, a fly out to left. Then he hit the ball very hard into center field. Adam Eaton got a good jump and made a good catch.
If anybody knows David Robertson, it's Francisco Cervelli. He caught him for a long time.
Cincinnati has tied up the Tigers at 3. That game in the top of the 7th. Milwaukee leading Kansas City. Check that. Milwaukee trailing Kansas City 6-1. Bottom of the 7th at Kauffman Stadium. Two 2-0. Minnesota leading St. Louis 2-1. That's in the bottom of the 8th at Target Field. Kick, the 2-0 pitch. Atlanta beat Boston 5-2. That ball into right center field. Easy play for Adam. All right, 1-2-3 inning for Luke's dad. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 3-2 Pittsburgh.
A long dry spell. Here are Miller moments, and it's the run scored. First, Melky takes it down the line. It's a double. Adam Eaton running on the play. He scores the first run. And then Avi comes up, drives the ball into left field. He makes it a 3-2 game, and that's where it stands. So, Sox need at least one, preferably two, against Mark Melancon. He comes on for the 33rd time. He's 0-1. His ERA 1.99. Been successful 21 of 22 times in a closing role. He's not a strikeout pitcher. And we saw him last night. He did get the save. He pitched a 1-2-3 ninth, but it was a different story then. It was a 3-run lead. It's a 1-run lead tonight.
Javi Garcia, Adam LaRoche, Alexei Ramirez. Javi, as you just saw, that RBI single. Outfield there, straight up and deep. Can't get it. Especially Marte in center. Gong guarding the line. Just about a step and a half off down at third. Sean Rodriguez way off the line at first, as very quickly to count 0-2.
He really had no chance on the first one, but that time he was a little disappointed because that ball swept low and out of the zone.
Yes, he did. One out.
Lobby wanted the appeal to Dan Bellino, but unfortunately Alfonso Marquez had already called it. And a nice stop by Cervelli. He wanted it in the dirt. He just smothered it and then put on the tag. Sean Rodriguez moves to right field, his third position tonight. And Pedro Alvarez checks into first base.
Well, Pedro was the one way off the line, as here is
Gregory Polanco shifts to center field with Marte and that nicked up ankle out of the game.
So a lot of late changes here by the Bucks. As here, 1-1 to count to Adam. Two and two.
In case things are tied, Zach Putnam loosening in the pen.
Ball hit softly, and two down.
After a steady diet of sliders, he threw that fastball in on the hands, and he got it there. Toyota Pitch Tracks will show you it's a fastball up and in. And Adam couldn't get a whole lot into this swing.
So here's Alexei. A couple of strikeouts. And Jordy Mercer made a good play to get him at first. Takes that pitch inside. Jeff Samardzija on the bump tomorrow night against Garrett Cole in that game over WGN if he can't make it to the ballpark. Two and 0. Don't help him out. Gillespie on deck. Jeff and Chris. Mercer making the call. Now, watch out. And he makes the catch, and this ball game is over. So our woes continue, as we have now lost 6 in a row. They score 3 in the first. We score 2 in the 6th, and we lose it 3-2. And let's check out our player of the game.
It's Jeff Locke, as he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 hits, the 2 earned runs with 8 big strikeouts, just 2 walks. Unfortunately, Johnny Danks threw very well, only to come out on the short end. So Jeff Locke, our player of the game.
All right. So for Steve Stone, our director Jim Angio, our producer Mike Leary, our associate producer Dave Ross, our technical manager Mark Harper, and also for the Mayor Mean Joe Group, Frank D'Amato, Mike Mayer, Frank Leone, and Doug Bullard. Also the executive producer Jim Corner Jr. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody. Coming up, Subaru Postgame Live. You've been watching White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet.